This is Muscle Central. I'm Michael Diamond. Like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, leave a comment. Okay, the latest rivalry in bodybuilding would be Rafael Brandao and Tonio Burton. You know, they just went head-to-head at the Arnold Classic South America. Rafael took first. Tonio took second. People on both sides of the fence of who should have won. I personally thought that Tonio had it. They both have very good shape and structure. Rafael a little bigger, carrying a little bit more muscle. Tonio, I think, brought in better conditioning and had more detail. And at the end of the day, I personally felt that Tonio's advantage in conditioning and detail outweighed what Rafael's advantage in muscle size. After the show, I don't know how long after, a few days after, Tonio was on a podcast, Muscle Discord, and he was stating his displeasure with the decision. He said that he felt that he beat Rafael in every shot. He made a point of pointing out the lumps in Rafael's glutes. Now, we all know what people do when they go on stage, and probably hitting the same spot over and over again caused the lumps. But Tonio made a point to that. He also felt like Rafael had preferential treatment. He was allowed to have basically an entourage backstage with him. Rafael, after hearing this, fired back some shots. He made a comment about Tonio bringing your best and you still can't beat me. He complained about Tonio. Well, Rafael has a private gym and he allowed Tonio to train there. He said he trained in his underwear. He's probably in his posing trunks training, and he made a point of telling us that Tonio clogged his toilet, which I found a little amusing. You can tell right off the bat, there's tension between the two of them. As far as preferential treatment, the judging, it was peculiar. We knew going into the finals who the top three were. Rafael Brandao, Tonio Burton, and Vitaly Ugolnikov, good veto. We knew they were the top three. Normally, what you have in this situation, they have the three come forward, and they put them through the mandatories, and they're going to switch them around. Who's in the center, who's on the right, who's on the left, so they can see this one next to that one, and that one next to this one, and switching them right to left, because sometimes the lighting might be a little better on the left or the right, depending on how things are set up, so they get a good look. But they knew that these three were the top three, and we would normally have a call out with those three. They didn't. They were calling out two at a time. They would call out Tonio and Rafael. Then Rafael go back, and Tonio and Vito. And the way this was going back and forth a couple times, but the way it was going, Rafael was getting a rest. If you watch the comparisons in the finals, you can see Rafael was getting winded. It was noticeable. Not as bad as Phil Heath and 2018 when he lost the title, when he was really sucking wind. But Rafael was getting tired. He was breathing a little heavy out there. It just didn't make sense for them to do the call-outs 2 at a time like that when these are your top 3. These are the 3 that you're going to be should be comparing. It does appear like it was done on purpose with intention to give Rafael a timeout, a little breather. Now, keep in mind, neither Steve Weinberger or Tyler Mannion were running the show as far as the judging. I don't know who was in charge over there, but it didn't look kosher. It did look like Rafael was getting preferential treatment. He was given a chance to get a breather during the judging. Does Tonio have a good reason to gripe? Well, anybody be unhappy that they lost, and I believe he feels in his heart that he won, and I thought he should have won. Other people thought he should have won. It was mixed on that, but it does look like there was something odd going on with the judging. You know, the body can change very drastically in a very quick period of time when your body's in this state, and when you start sucking wind like that, I guarantee you your cortisol levels are rising also. How many times have you seen? You see both ways. You see a guy look so-so in the beginning of the judging, and the more they have him posed, the better they look. Then you see a guy coming out, and he looks terrific when they start the comparisons. By the time they finish, he's shot. It happens. I don't know if anything is going to come of this, but to conclude this video, I personally thought that Tonio should have won. That was my opinion. And at least it appears that there was something very odd going on with the judging. You can agree or disagree with anything I've said. Either way, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.